Hello, Rotarians and guests. I love it. A traveling bell. Welcome to the Rotary Club of San Jose and meeting number 5,514. We're going to get the show on the road, so welcome, everyone. Thanks for making the trek out here today. I want to start off by saying hello. My name is Matt Breaker. For those of you I don't know, I have the honor and privilege of leading our meetings in our club for this Rotary year, so welcome, everyone, to our off-site this year here at San Jose State. I want to say, what's it? Let's go Spartans, exactly. Yeah, hello. Come on now. I want to say thank you to this year the board, the club board, different people in their first year, second year, third year, groups of four, divided up, have different things they were doing this year. And this year, the year two group is the group that said, we're going to do an offsite, and they set out to make this thing happen. And that group is Sandra Gill, Catherine Thompson, Lenore Keeve, and Sarju Naran. So let's hear from them. They're the ones who made this happen. That is just terrific. It's always good to shake things up. So yeah, so thank you to them. Traveling mics. So we are going to have traveling mics. So we've got stationary microphones out there that for part of it we'll have people line up, and then we'll pass them for the other part. But today on the traveling mics we got the gold standard of red badgers here. We got Paula Ball. Where's Paula Ball? Right here. There she is. Okay, fabulous. Well, just tell us who was your sponsor? You joined last.
My sponsors are Sean O'Kane and Jason Stein, and I'm in my last month as a Red Badger.
I love it. I look forward to it. And you've knocked it out of the park. Gala, fun and friendship. You're doing fabulous. Thank you so much. Yes.
Leave it alone?
For now, yeah. Okay, and where's Mary Peterson? There she is, another Gold Star Red Badger. Sponsors are who? I love it. I love it. There he is. That's terrific. Okay. Let's see. We are not going to do guest introductions today. We've got a full show, so we're going to get on with the show here. But this week, I'm opening up on my inbox, and what do I see in my inbox but a little email someone who will remain nameless sends to me. Folks, this is a good-looking crowd, first of all, in this photo here. Very nice-looking group here. We've got Nicholas Adams, always dapperly dressed. Just as a reminder, in the fall, Nicholas went on a trip to Europe, went to Germany, visited a Rotary Club, didn't wear his pin, paid the penalty, but I love to see that he has he's got it fixed this time. Josh Burrows got the pin on. Sal, always looking, I saw Sal somewhere here, always looking dapper, great looking. And Michelle, looking fabulous. But Michelle, I'm sorry, we've got 3 pins here, no pin. Where are you, Michelle? Are you in the house? Do I have it right? Is there really no pin?
There's also a lot less fabric.
Well played. But here, I like that. That's good. But I will say, they have them in earrings, they have them in necklaces, they have them in brooches. So I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go for the traveling bell ring. There you go, $100. Thank you. But hey, that was great. That was out at I think that was at a Bellarmine fundraiser. Do I have past President Brian Adams? I love it. Rotary spirit through and through. Yeah, no, that was a wonderful event, seeing Rotarians out there, so terrific. Last weekend, we had the ELC event, knocked it out of the park, multiple emails about that, smashing success. So we've got the team, one of the teams right here. I love it. So, but before we do that, let's start it off with a little slideshow prepared by our fabulous Hal Hendrickson. absolutely fabulous. Loved it. I think I have this right. Is it year 40 that we've been doing this? Can someone? 42 years. It's a signature event for our club. It's magnificently successful every year. Every year, new chair. This year, Catherine Vanderweyer handled it, and her and her team, thank you so much. Wonderfully done. And thank you to all who participated and made that happen. And of course, it's a competition, Enterprise Leadership Conference competition. So we've got, I believe it's team 4. Is that what we've got here? So, and their leaders were Mark McKenna and Dave Peterson. Let's welcome team 4 to the stage here. They're going to be right in front of the stage. They're going to show us what they got with their pitch.
Gather in the circle here and do this here.
Does someone want the...
I got it. Whenever you're ready.
We're doing our cheer.
You're doing your cheer.
Okay.
Oh, clicker.
Team.
4. Score. More.
Great. So, so you go out. Oh, no, it's this way. Sorry. Taylor, you go out that way. Got to get the other way. So we're pleased to welcome Team 4 here. As President Matt mentioned, Dave and I were the DGs, discussion group leaders for this team, but they did all the work. And we're really proud of what they were able to accomplish. And of course, very fortunate that they're coming here to our club to present. So I'll let them introduce themselves and then they'll start their presentation.
Hi, I'm Sahaster and I go to Lee High School.
Hi, my name is Luis and I go to Bellarmine. I'm Keshav, I go to Leland High School.
I'm Rithik, I go to Los Gatos High School.
I'm Benjamin Trent from Evergreen Valley High School.
Hi, I'm Gabby and I go to San Jose High.
Hi, I'm Ellie and I go to Notre Dame.
Hi, I'm Taylor Kirchie. I go to Archbishop Mitty High School, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Stress Less, a for-profit company focused...
Your slideshow, isn't it coming up, you guys? You have to click it?
Okay. Yeah. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Stress Less, a for-profit company focused on improving workplace safety and productivity. Every day, millions of workers go to high-risk jobs where mistakes don't just cause confusion, they can lead to career-ending injuries and thousands of dollars in damages. In fact, 40% of U.S. workers are too fatigued to function safely, costing companies nearly $300 billion in each year due to burnout injuries and lost productivity. The problem is that employees in demanding workplaces often aren't encouraged to manage stress, and employers have no way to recognize when someone is too fatigued to do their job safely. Stress Less solves this problem. We create Stress Less, a wearable patch that detects rising stress levels before workers burn out, allowing companies to intervene early and prevent accidents. Our mission is to make stress visible, measurable, and manageable, creating healthier workplaces and stronger organizations. What you see above me is our organizational structure. This setup allows each leader to focus on their role, helping Stress Less run smoothly while working towards the same goal. Now, I'll pass it to Elia, who will explain how our technology works.
Thanks, Taylor. Hi, I'm Ellie and I'm the COO of our company. Our solution is a lightweight wearable patch that measures stress in real time, which then connects to an app that helps employees manage stress instantly through tools like breathing exercises, meditation, and personalized stress insights. Our patch uses EDA sensors to detect small changes in the skin caused by sweat gland activity. That data then gets transferred to the app for workers to track their stress and gives them the option to share with their healthcare providers to better understand stress patterns. The app shows real-time stress levels, tracks stress trends throughout the day, and sends notifications to alert the worker when their stress level spikes. Our plan is to manufacture the patch in the United States so we can keep a close eye on quality, make sure the tech is reliable, and most importantly, get our products out to companies faster. To explain our marketing campaign, here's Gabby.
Thank you, Elia. Hi, I'm Gabby, and as a Chief Marketing Officer, our end customer is construction companies. But to best reach them, our strategy is to utilize insurers as channel partners to bring Stress Less seamlessly into build zone and into construction areas.
Our market strategy is to show bond and liability insurance companies how much money they lose to payouts related to accidents. Our value proposition is that we help cut costs and sell at a better price by reducing the amount they have to pay out due to burnout-related accidents. In other words, we advertise that by mandating their clients to use stress less, insurance has to pay out huge workers' comp checks less often and can quote better prices and therefore attract more customers. This supercharges our growth by effortlessly bringing our product to construction companies who employ the bond and liability insurers we talk to, making our go-to market incredibly seamless and driving faster growth. Since insurers include us in their bonding requirements, construction companies need to use our solution. At the same time, we are committed to maintaining strong ethical standards. Protecting employee privacy is a core privilege. Individual stress data is never shared with employers. Now, I'll pass it on to Ben to introduce the customer service of our product.
There are other ways we help you reduce stress. As head of customer service, it is absurd for your questions about a product for humans to be answered by robots. We have a Thank you. We have a dedicated 24/7 customer service team to build Stressless's premium reputation as the foremost workplace stress management company. We also offer a hotline to a doctor referral for anyone to further deal with their stress. Our research shows how effective accessible help is in growing our product's appeal and our sales. Now, here's Rithik.
Hi. As a Wharton graduate and the Chief Sales Officer at Stressless, I'm in charge of everything related to selling our product. Our target audience is initially the construction industry, with plans to expand to other high-risk industries. Construction is a high-risk industry with about 15,000 injuries per year, each one costing a company an average of $80,000. Our competitive advantage is that our product is a compact, low-cost, wearable patch, not a watch, designed for demanding workplaces, making it easier for companies to deploy across large workforces and monitor long-term stress data, which no other device on the market does. Our go-to-market strategy involves 3 phases. Phase 1 is early adoption. We begin by selling directly to corporations through a business-to-business model, with around 5,000 employees at first. Phase 2 is corporate expansion. After early deployments prove successful, companies expand the system across departments to around 20,000 employees. And finally, Phase 3. Large-scale adoption. Companies then deploy the patches across their full workforce, reaching around 100,000 employees nationwide. Now on to our Chief Financial Officer.
Thank you, Rithik. I'm Keshav and I manage the finances at Stressless. In the first year, we plan to sell our stress patches to 5,000 employees, and at $200 per employee per year, that comes out to a revenue of $1 million. Our revenue growth strategy will be achieved primarily through increasing safety regulations in high-risk industries such as construction, and a growing desire by insurance companies to reduce their risk payouts, ultimately increasing demand for our stress patches. Our key cost of sales is the product itself, which costs $64 per employee per year, which comes out to the figure in the table above. And finally, our gross profit comes out to $680,000. In the first year, our key operating expenses is product development to ensure that our customers receive efficiently used products, and wages to ensure that we attract and retain top talent for our research and development arm. We expect facilities rent to increase as we expand our operations from Northern California in year 1 to the West Coast in year 2, and finally the United States in year 3. Now I'll pass it on to my co-financial officer, Louis.
Thank you, Keshav. My name is Luis, and as the Chief Financial Officer of Stressless, I'll be taking you through our funding and exit strategies, how all of what you heard today ties together into our exit. Now, we expect to be profitable by year 3, so we are looking for $1.6 million to fund the first 2 years of our business. Due to our solution's deeply integrated nature, once implemented in bonding requirements, construction companies need to use our solution. This means we will have a low churn and high recurring revenue. Additionally, due to our marketing strategy, which targets bonding and liability insurance companies, which are employed by numerous construction companies at once, we will have high recurring revenue and a low customer acquisition cost. Due to our low customer acquisition costs, low churn rate, and high recurring revenue, we expect to have our IPO by year 5. we will sell 25%, or $80 million of our company valued at $320 million. Of these $80 million, we returned $16 million, or 10 times our investors' initial investment of $1.6 million. Thank you. Now we'll pass it on to SJR, our head of human resources.
As the head of human resources, we will have a team of people organized into key departments: product development, operations, marketing and sales, customer service, and human resources. As StressLess expands and hires more people, our employees will have promotions, becoming managers and directors of large teams based on skills and contribution to our company, which encourages innovation. We highly value a good work culture. We promote a healthy, supportive, and transparent work culture, which aligns with the company's entire mission to reduce stress in the workplace. Our key community values are employee well-being, collaboration, and loyalty. Since we want loyal employees, we will offer numerous employee benefits to retain them through our compensation plan, through retirement plans with 401k options, unpaid and paid time off, health insurance, flexible hours, and competitive wages at around $70K per year. Consistent with our mission, we will provide all of our employees with the StressLess patch and app. Our recruitment strategy is hiring employees who value innovation with good credentials. To do this, StressLess will post job openings on our website, job sites, and directly recruit college students and experienced professionals. Now, I'll pass it back to the CEO, Taylor.
To scale StressLess, we are seeking $1.6 million in investment from venture capital in exchange for 20% equity. This funding will help us expand production, grow our technology, and launch with construction and field industry partners. Within 5 years, our goal is to scale nationwide and serve construction companies across the country before expanding our technology to other high-risk industries that would benefit from proactive stress management. Thank you for your time, and just remember, less stress, more success.
Thank you so much. That was terrific. Thank you. You see that? And you got to feel good about the future, folks. At least, that future seems bright after watching that. That was really impressive. So thank you again. Terrific. And I love the Rotary swag. That was great. Okay. And if I have it right, this team of 8, no one knew each other before this weekend. Is that correct? Yeah, that is one of the amazing things about ELC. Puts together teams of 8 or 9. No one knows each other. Get together, form a team, make friends. It's just a wonderful, wonderful program that we're doing here at Rotary. Okay, we've got the gala coming up, folks. March 28th. It's sold out, but there might be room if you've got a friend or someone who wants to come. So if you do, let us know. But it is technically sold out. And let's see here. Yes, we've got our Lion King walk-up music here. We're going to bring up Matt Robin again to come on up and talk to us. He's going to talk to us about, there you go, about some of the auction items. And I hope I'm not stealing his thunder here, but I'm saying that, the auction items, of course, they're great items. They're for fun. But remember, the money that is raised from those auction items, you get to have a great time at the event you've purchased. But that money goes right to the foundation that is turned around and used next year for the grants and for other things in our budget. So it is having fun, but it is doing good at the same time. So, Matt, take it away. Show some love to Matt, folks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, so these are some of our more exciting silent auction. Perfect timing. Turn your phones off if you haven't already, folks. Some of our more exciting silent auction items. So a wonderful afternoon of tea at the home of James Williams and his partner. It is in the Japantown neighborhood. Am I correct, James? Hensley Historic District. I was this many days old when I found out that was a thing. So this is a beautiful tea in a fully renovated Victorian, and you will be joining, I believe it is 7 of your friends, and of course, James and his partner will be hosting you for a delightful tea. We also have a Vineyard Trails Wine and Dine. So this is at the Piketty Ranch Open Space Preserve. You're going to be with 11 of your friends as well. So remember, you get to do some drinking, like all good fun events, supporting Rotary at the same time is my point. And then finally, who doesn't love our Sharks? You get some San Jose Sharks tickets with the Canucks. You will be 2 tickets to go see them on April 11th, so check your calendar now if you can. These are generously donated by, yet again, another wonderful Rotarian, Tim Gill and the San Jose Sharks Foundation. But so you're going to have some fun at the Sharks game. So these are just a couple of our silent auction items. We have 7 really exciting live auction items I can't wait for you to see if you haven't already started started seeing some of them. And then, of course, just the rest of the event is going to be a delight. So thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday, March 28th. I always want to say the 9th.
Thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, and part of the reason we talk about these things before is to give you time to think about them and plan. And it's also always been fun to get together with other friends, Rotarians and non-friends, pool your resources together to auction, to bid on some of these items. So give that a thought to make that a total success. Okay, thank you, Matt, and looking forward to that. Next up, we've got our Fun and Friendship update with an upcoming event from our very own Sarah. Can you name that tune?
Not.
That is the theme from Dial M for Murder. But you know what? Before you go, she's not ready for this at all. But you know what? Today we're going to do a quick little Rotary Spotlight. That's when we shine the spotlight on folks who are not regularly up at the podium, maybe every so often, but they're incredible Rotarians. And Sarah Klish is one of those people. Sarah Klish, yes, she is just fabulous. When did you join our club?
The year that Carl Salas was president.
Well, that was a year of fun year. Exactly. I came as a guest that year. That is great. You have served on the foundation board, I believe. Is that correct? Yes. Yeah. And this year she is serving on the club board, very active member. What has been your longest serving committee you've been a part of?
Lee Weimers.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Lee Weimers. Very instrumental in the Lee Weimers Committee, active in Fun and Friendship. She's just done remarkable things. Now, you are a singer, correct?
I am a singer.
When did you start singing? Was it as a child or as an adult?
Well, as a child, so I did perform with CMT many moons ago, and then decided that ballet was more my thing. So I did ballet till I graduated from high school, and then I found singing again about 13 years ago.
Wonderful. And you sing with a group?
I sing with a barbershop chorus called Mission Valley Chorus. We sing 4-part harmony a cappella.
Wonderful. I got to tell you, one of the best things about this year for me personally was meeting people that I didn't really get to know before and finding out what incredible Rotarians they are with the spirit. I mean, they just go together, great spirit and great person. But Sarah's been one of those people. She's a fabulous Rotarian and a fabulous credit to our club. So thank you so much, Sarah. And take it away with talking about Dial M for Murder.
Yeah, so those of you who have seen the movie, don't say, yeah, I've seen the movie. No. You want to see this production being done by City Lights Theater Company. We are going on closing matinee day, April 12th, 10 Rotarians together. You get a chance to go before the curtain goes up. We're going to have a little meet and mingle and appetizers and whatever and get a little bit of information behind the scenes. So why should you see this production of Dial M for Murder? Because Jeffrey Hatcher's adaptation takes a classic thriller and makes it more twisty. Because Tony Wendice's plot is so initially well planned, you might just want to start taking notes, but don't do that. And because the only thing more dangerous than a perfect crime is a perfect crime gone wrong. And the biggest reason is because you get to spend time with fellow Rotarians and support a local theater company. So come on down. I'm the contact. Email me, call me. I will reserve a ticket for you. $51. Come on down. Let's have a wonderful time at the theater.
Murder, right up my alley. Okay, next up. It's a monthly regular. Oh, oh my God, what are we doing here? Okay, yeah. Gotta have our walk of music. It travels with Rotary. Let the good times roll. Past President Sal, take it away. In and all. He's got the Rotary.
Oh, I've got the. Are we using this?
Show some love to past president.
I'm not needy. I don't need all that. Not like certain other past presidents. Anyway, so what a great march it is here in downtown San Jose. First thing on my slides is no longer happening in downtown San Jose. That's the CineQuest Film Festival. It was last week. This week it's in Mountain View. But it was great last week. Lots of people, lots of movies, a couple of local movies. If you have a chance to go up to Mountain View and enjoy that and support it, that'd be good. Because we want to keep it going in San Jose. Speaking of theaters, this is not in a slide, but it's related to movies, which is news that just came out last night that Three Below Theaters has announced that they are closing. They are doing a play called The Barty Bunch, which is a Shakespearean mashup parody of the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family, which sounds fun. It's going to open at the end of this month and run for a month, and after that they are closing their doors. They just could not get traction with movies and plays in downtown San Jose, and if nothing changes on that, it will be sad to see them go. They've been working at this for 8 years now. So, but one of the reasons CineQuest isn't in downtown this week, and happy about it, is because of the craziness that is going on downtown, thanks to NVIDIA's GTC. If you have not been out there, I wrote about it in this morning's paper. It's quite a scene. 30,000 people have descended on San Jose. They are in every hotel, every restaurant, every bar, every coffee shop. It is buzz like I have not seen downtown since 1998. If you thought like the Super Bowl was interesting, this is crazy because it's all happening during the day. Now, they've taken over a lot of our public spaces, and some of them, including Plaza de name I'm not going to mention, has been, that's reserved for conference attendees. But even if you're just people watching on the Paseo or in your favorite bar that hasn't been taken over for a conference buyout, it's just really great to see this buzz and activity, and we really want to keep this conference here. Restaurateurs I've talked to said this is their Super Bowl. This is Black March for them. They are making all their money this week. So it's been really good for downtown San Jose. But still coming up, we've got basketball coming, March Madness. We've got the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 games happening at SAP Center. Unfortunately, my Music Mania slide is outdated. That is now going to be a one-day event on, I believe, the 27th, along with the drone show. But there's art, this cool kinetic free throw art where you throw a ball and it projects up on SAP Center, happening during the games. There should be a lot of activity around Little Italy and San Pedro Square, which are the gateways to SAP Center. So still, it's going to be rolling on, and that's happening March 26th through the 28th. Again, coming right up next weekend. A couple other pieces of downtown news. We have a new CEO of the Children's Discovery Museum. Her name's Linda Tsai. She started this past Monday. I've known her for about 30 years, former Mercury News reporter, also worked at the Tech and the American Heart Association. And the people who own EOS and Nix and Paper Plane are taking over the Relati space, opening TBA this spring, but it's going to be called Strata. They were going to call it Intermission, and then they decided on Strata. And if you recall, there was a Strata restaurant and bar on San Fernando Street about 30 years ago, which had great mojitos. So I've suggested to them that they put a mojito on their menu. We'll see if they do it. And of course, we do have all sorts of performances coming up. We already talked about Dial M for Murder, so I'm not going to go over that again. Beetlejuice is coming to the Center for Performing Arts at Broadway San Jose, March 31st. Symphony San Jose has its Hollywood Spectacular, taking you out of this world with sci-fi music, March 28th and 29th. And as I also mentioned, the Barty Bunch coming up at 3 Below, March 28th through April 26th. Please do what you can to support any and all of these performing arts groups. We need to keep them. So that's what I have. See you guys in April.
All right, always one of my favorites to get that update from past President Sal. We've got some time to squeeze in some good stuff here. It's time for our monthly Ring the Bell segment. Time a chance for folks to share some good news, contribute some funds to the foundation. The Federation, that's the Jewish fundraising organization. Got that mixed up, sorry. The foundation. If you'd like to ring the bell, please come up to the microphones, which are right here. Share some good news with us. I'll ring the bell, and we'll continue to do some great things in the public. Are we missing a microphone out there, or no? Do we have microphones? Take it away.
You can just take it off.
I know. Okay, all right. Catherine Vandiver, Jen Simmons was my sponsor. I'm going to ring the bell twice, once for a successful ELC. It's such an achievement. I was so proud to lead it this year as I hand it off to James Williams and Pat Lucas for next year. So that's once, and then the second is my nephew, who's also my godson, is getting married this month, and I'm just delighted that another member of our extended family, or another member of our family is getting married.
Wonderful. Great news all around. Thank you so much. Leslie.
Hello. I want to ring the bell twice. Once for Catherine Vandiver and the ELC team, because they just did so much work, so much preparation leading up to that. And second, my dear friend John Ball, who is everywhere. He's on the membership committee. He is working strategically to bring in more members. He's renovating the barbecue shed, so we'll see that in May. And he's also donated a wonderful auction item. So thank you, John.
He is the man, yes. Mark.
Hi, President Matt. So my name is Mark McKenna, and my sponsor was Michael Conniff. And I'd like to ring the bell twice, once in honor of the fabulous Team 4, and once in honor of my co-partner, Dave Peterson, who was fantastic.
He is fantastic. I love it. That's great. Our regular, Emily, so great to see you up there.
Hi there, I'm Emily Robin. My sponsors are Steve Borkenhagen and Mike Conniff. Just wanted to pass along a message that's some follow-up from the meeting we had a couple weeks ago where the speaker was Dan Rusanowski from the San Jose Sharks. I'm sure that he is okay with me sharing this, as he literally wrote at the bottom of his email, "Please pass this message along on my behalf to anyone impacted." Perhaps you recall he made some extremely offensive remarks about hockey being a man's sport, and then when I mentioned that that seemed not quite correct, he responded with an equally offensive remark. So he says, his words, "I was mortified to hear that a comment I made in my remarks earlier today offended several members of the club." I'm paraphrasing here, but most of this is his words. "It was an extremely poor choice of words on my part when I said that hockey was a man's game. While I was trying to convey the tough physical nature of the play in the NHL, which is a league of male athletes, it's clear that my phrasing and later attempts to clarify my comments were inadequate and insensitive, etc., etc. From the bottom of my heart, please accept my sincere apology for the insensitive way that I phrased my remarks. I'm truly sorry for the hurt that they caused and promise to do better in the future. Please pass this message along." I really appreciate that this apology is very taking ownership and also really making it clear that it will be different in the future. So I know that a lot of people were really upset about it, and I just want you to know that took me several attempts, but I got some very discreet follow-up. So sorry, that was more than probably a ring the bell, but I'll ring it only once because I don't think any of this deserves more than one ring.
Well, thank you for making some good out of it. Thank you. Matt Bell.
Good afternoon, everybody. Matt Bell. My sponsor some 23 years ago was Bill Barron. I'm really excited to share that, and in honor of being here at San Jose State today, that my youngest daughter, Charlotte, is following in her dad's footsteps as a Spartan and will be coming here this fall to study industrial design.
Oh,
So,
wonderful.
ring the bell one time.
Thank you. The big dog, here he is. John,
Wow.
take it away.
So, thank you, Leslie, wherever you are, for your comments. I want to acknowledge the steering committee that was put together back when we had the 10-year anniversary of the opening of the Play Garden. And for the last 5 months or so, we've had monthly meetings of the steering committee. And due to the efforts of that group, and I'm going to do another follow-up down the road, but this ring the bell of 5 times is to thank the people on the steering committee that have been very helpful, very committed to getting the Play Garden back in the shape that it needs to be in. So thanks to those on the steering committee, who I will announce each of their names at a future date.
Thank you, John. Dave and Scott, we've got 60 seconds. Rapid fire. Take it away.
I'll just go 2 rings. One, again, as teamwork. One for Mark as my partner with ELC. It was a fantastic experience over the 3 days. And Team 4, you got the score. The third is the new first, I'm just saying. And the other is for my daughter, Mary, who was 59,322nd in a fitness thing. Worldwide ranking, by the way. So now that's out of a whole bunch. So there you go.
Steve Prouty, 20 seconds.
Yeah. President Matt, I'll make this quick. I just want to ring the bell one time for my co-DG, a first-timer, Mike Ceramelli. He did a terrific job. We conflicted at times, but his input really made our team end up being in #1 position.
I love it. Great. Thank you so much. And thank you all for your generosity. As I say, it's going right back into the community to do great works. So let's get on with the main event, folks. And I'm going to invite up here Catherine Thompson to do the introductions. Show some love to Catherine, please.
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Cynthia Teniente-Matson. I myself did my graduate studies here at San Jose State. Go Spartans! And because we didn't have time to ring the bell, Matt, I did want to ring the bell 5 times. I wanted to introduce some of my guests. Dr. Judy Nagai, who chairs the Tower Foundation here at San Jose State. We have 2 representatives from the Veteran Students Organization, and I want to thank my cohort on the board of directors of this club, Sarju, Lenore, and Sandra, for helping us do this off-site event. It was a lot of work, and especially 5th ring for Dr. Teniente-Matson and her staff at the President's Office who made this all possible. Thank you. It goes without saying she needs no introduction. She's a fellow Rotarian. I've been so impressed. This is my 6th president since I started attending San Jose State University, and I know she has a lot of great news to share with us. Please welcome Dr. Teniente-Matson.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to San Jose State. As we often say here on campus, we know we're at the epicenter of the future. And today is one of those moments that I get to share with you what's happening on campus. But when I was first asked by the program committee, they really wanted to hear from our coaches. So while they won't be speaking today, I do want to introduce 3 of our coaches that are with us today. Our head coach from men's football, Coach Ken Nimutalolo, please rise. Our men's basketball coach, head coach Tim Miles. And the winner of last year's championship for our season men's water polo, Coach Gabor Sarusi. That's right. Are there any other Spartans in the room? All right. It's always good to hear from our community. You know, in the service-minded spirit of Rotary, I want to share that our San Jose State students, and I was pleased to hear the ELC presentation today, so I hope you're all considering San Jose State. We do a lot of this sort of hackathon toward a work that you all did at your weekend adventure. So congratulations on winning that and sharing your presentation with us today. But at San Jose State, we have over 2,500 students enrolled in service learning courses, and those students complete more than 50,000 hours of service per year. That's pretty incredible when we think about what Rotary is committed to, service above self. Last April, I gave you an update, and today I'm going to share a little bit more of what we've been up to. And at the end, I'm going to share one of our new campaign videos, our marketing videos, called Get the Spartan Edge. So it's been a pivotal year here on campus. I hope you noticed when you were coming in some of our new banners. We have been a part of what I call the future. I often say we're in the future business, and we have a front row seat to the future. And this particular year, 2026, Mayor Matt Mahan has been talking about the Sports-ageddon that's been going on. Of course, this week it's GTC-ageddon, but we know the Sports-ageddon has occurred. So just a few weeks ago, San Jose State played a significant role in the Super Bowl. The preparation, we had, you might have seen, I know, please don't boo me, but the Seahawks did play here. I know there's a lot of 49er fans in the region, so often when I talk about the Seahawks, I get that. But they really took over our South Campus and really enjoyed their experience in our community. We also staged in the Event Center the halftime show. Now, Bad Bunny wasn't here, but the 1,000 people that it took to put on that production were, including those tall dancers that were in the grass costumes. Our campus community under Giselle Nunez here co-designed all of the co-branded pole banners that you see around downtown that celebrate San Jose 2026. It's been a fun time for our campus community to be involved in that. We have FIFA coming up, and we are hosting a soccer team that will be at Levi Stadium. I don't yet have permission to say who that is, but the FIFA contract has been signed. We're just waiting for release for the press from the country itself. But we will take over that country here on downtown on our campus and in our South Campus with a number of community events and activations. In a couple of weeks, as you saw from some of, I think it was one of the other presenters, in a couple of weeks, we'll be hosting the West Regional NC2A tournament, part of March Madness right here at SAP, and San Jose State is your host campus for that event this coming couple weeks. We're really excited about the fact that San Jose State has been positioned on this world and global stage in all of the sports eyes that have been on our region. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the stats, or actually our Spartans of significance. Somebody asked me a few minutes ago I think it was you, Carl, asked me what was something good that had happened. And we were proud to honor our 6 Spartans of significance at our Distinguished Alumni Awards last week. Was there anybody in the audience that was at that event? A few of you. That was amazing. We were delighted to honor Patrick Simmons and Tom Johnson of the Doobie Brothers. It was pretty phenomenal. The photos don't capture the spirit of what they shared and the impact that San Jose State had on their performance, their songwriting, the album cover, one of the album covers that was named and inspired by a painting here in the Campus Student Union. And so talking with Patrick and Tom reminds us all that our Spartans of significance, not only is it prominent for those individuals, but for everybody in the audience who gets to understand decades later the impact the San Jose State and our community has had on their lives. Of course, we recognize Crazy George, who needs no introduction. Emilio Cortez handmade for him, or hand-painted for him, his own custom megaphone that I'm sure we will see at his future performances. PJ Hirabayashi and Roy Hirabayashi also had their taiko performances going on. And then Nora Lacey, who is one of the prominent CEOs of a biochemical firm that was sold to a large chemical company. All of their stories reflected on the significance of San Jose State. I have just a quick slide through of our 2025 winners. We don't have enough time to go through those, but this Spartans of Significance has gotten better. This is the second time we've done it. These are the class of 2025, and the class of 2026 was just extraordinary. And coming up soon, our honorary doctorate recipients have been announced. I'll be awarding an honorary doctorate posthumously to Senator Ben Nighthorse Campbell, who graduated here in 1958. This is a person of extraordinary distinction and our first Native American individual to receive the honorary doctorate. Not only was he a Congress representative, he was a United States Senator. And when I spoke with his wife, she shared so many stories with me about his significance in the United States, including that he rode in the inauguration parade for U.S. President Bill Clinton. He was the Grand Marshal for the Rose Bowl parade, and his horses were his personal horses that he will be buried by in the same graveyard at their property because they meant so much to him in his life and many, many attributes that were shared. Also, Dr. Alan Kasdan, class of 67. Dr. Kasdan is now the Sterling Professor of Psychology and Child Psychiatry at Yale University. And when I spoke to him, what he said to me was some of the most influential faculty in his entire distinguished career came from San Jose State. And that he thought of his faculty on a daily basis in the lectures and the work and the research that he is doing in his place of significance at Yale University. So our Spartans are truly everywhere. Now, let me get to some numbers quickly. While there's been a lot going on around the world, here at San Jose State, our applications are up, our admissions are up. Last fall, we welcomed 41,600 students. First time ever in our history topping 40,000 students. In fact, when I looked at the data, I said to John, who was assisting me with this, please cite our source on there, because I hadn't realized it had gone over 41,000 the last time I looked at the number. So this is pretty significant. 30,000 students, a little over that, are undergraduate students, and almost 11,000 students are graduate students. We have the largest graduate program in the California State University system right here at San Jose State. 42% of our students are first generation undergraduates. So this means we're still making an impact for human beings in our society that have not yet had college in their family history. Almost 42, or a little over 42% of our students are coming from Santa Clara County, but also should share with you that students are coming to us from all over the state, all over the country, and all over the world. We have one of the largest populations of international students in California, and certainly one of the largest in the CSU system. And I think as we think about what's happening in the world, we certainly expect that that may impact our numbers, but doesn't impact the welcoming and inclusive spirit we have for all of our community, especially our international students. Some people have asked me about our presidential priorities. I'll do a quick run through over my 5 presidential priorities that drive a lot of what we're doing here at San Jose State. Now, there's a number of other things going on, but these are areas where I keep a personal eye on. First is holistic student engagement, or wait, maybe it's not. First is academics and research. Can I switch slides? Thank you. You might have heard on our recent rankings, we continue to do remarkably well nationally. We've risen in the rankings numerous times. We're now ranked number 4. We were number 4 in 2025, number 5 in 2026 by the Wall Street Journal. They look at a number of factors when they evaluate public universities. So we're still in the top 5 of public universities across the United States. We've evolved into a major research powerhouse, achieving R2 classification, which means high research activity. We're now the 2nd largest CSU in research spending, with over $330 million in funding across 462 active projects. The research isn't just academic, though. It's research with a purpose, and we include a number of our undergraduate students in our research across the university. This is pretty significant to us, and the impact that is felt by San Jose State by federal research dollars is significant, but it's not our total portfolio of research dollars. They come to us from foundations, they come to us from state-funded entities across the country. But make no mistake, we're not far from becoming an R1 institution. And what holds us back from that is not the research dollars. We exceed the requirements multifold. It is the number of doctorates that we're producing at San Jose State. So this also is one of our growth areas and opportunities as we think about what is necessary in our highly educated community and how we think about those next doctorates that will be offered in the research categories. So this is on the horizon for us. Another major focus for us is AI. You heard earlier about the GTC takeover. Certainly here on our own campus, we have the GTC student experience. We did it last year with NVIDIA. First time ever done at a university anywhere was done here at San Jose State. This year, we said we would make it bigger and better. We had over 2,000 students here, and we had students from 3 other states that were included in the programs that were invited by NVIDIA to participate. We also had an incredible sort of AI career readiness panel, and last afternoon, an AI hackathon right here on our campus, using one of the newest tools that Jensen talked about in his public address yesterday, Neotron, where about 400 students had 2 hours to create an agentic solution and an AI agent to a problem in there that they chose to solve. So same as you heard from the 8 students that presented earlier, 4 students that are paired up to 4 students, and presented their projects at the end of those 2 hours to the NVIDIA team who selected the winners. So that's pretty incredible for our campus, but that's not the only partnership we have. We are partnered with many of the tech communities here on our campus, and that's part of what's driving our enrollment growth and what's driving our admission cycle here. This fall, we opened the College of Information, Data, and Society. It's the first of its kind in the CSU system. It's home to the School of Information, our iSchool, one of the largest MLS programs, Masters in Library Science, in the entire United States, and the Department of Applied Data Science. iSchool is where students earn certificates, including our human-centered AI credential that's available for any student. We're working to build more AI fluency for all of our students. They have now AI literacy and part of orientation. So all first-time students and transfer students participate in that particular orientation. And then those are skills that are expanded upon across the curriculum in various areas. Just yesterday, we hosted a public interest technology university salon, which brought people from around the western half of the United States to talk about the influence of public interest technologies. We were talking, of course, about AI and emerging technologies, but we were really interrogating one of our recent grant awards from the federal government, Department of Education, regarding AI literacy in our College of Social Science and our College of Education, and how that curriculum is stackable throughout for all of our students to be able to experience that. So we have AI everywhere as one of our key strategies, and it's a core pillar of our university emphasis to integrate AI into all of our operations responsibly and ethically, which is the big question. Certainly it is a very significant tension point even amongst students about how AI is used and how we think about AI in their job opportunities, their first job, which is remarkably different now using AI than it had been even 2 years ago for students that have graduated. So we are very focused on how AI is integrated in the human experience and the humanity, the future of humanity using AI. I also sit on the CSU AI Workforce Acceleration Board, which is an initiative that was started by Chancellor Garcia and Governor Newsom, to ensure that we're integrating industry, needs of the state of California, and education in one platform as we think about AI. We've also established 3 dedicated AI labs here on campus and over 10 centers with AI components. Let me talk for a moment about our partnerships. We're investing heavily in faculty. We have over 100 faculty members in our AI research cluster. We've hired 27 new AI-focused faculty in fall of 25 alone. We've secured almost $16 million in AI research grants. And the best way for us to keep up with technology is through partnerships. So you heard me talk about NVIDIA. We'll be opening up also an AI digital twinning lab. Jensen actually talked about this yesterday, the Omniverse tool and how digital twinning is being used across agentic AI. We're training faculty already last year, and when we open up our new lab in April, it'll be spread across the curriculum in a more specialized way around digital twinning. We also have strong partnerships with Adobe. In the next week or so, we're opening up our new upgraded and improved Career Center, sponsored by Adobe. And in our Career Center, which is how we think about everyone that's coming to San Jose State, is a career focus or getting them ready for graduate school or onto a doctoral program. We've integrated all of our digital literacy, and the home and hub of our digital literacy programs actually is in our Career Center, so that those skills are integrated into all that we're doing. One of our other partners, Cadence, which is very much a semiconductor manufacturer, is also investing at San Jose State. They co-sponsored the AI for Civic and Social Good new laboratory that we opened up a week and a half ago or so in the Martin Luther King Library, and the Cadence Lab that we have in our engineering building. And we're very tightly affiliated with the city of San Jose and initiatives we're doing there with them to digital twin the city as well as solve problems across the curriculum. Let's see. Next week, let me just say one more thing. Next week, our first joint event in the AI Center for Civic and Social Good is Women in AI, and that's coming up next Monday. Okay, let's talk about our economic impact. SJSU is the #1 CSU for overall economic impact in the Bay Area. We contribute $2 billion annually to the state economy. Even our athletic program contributes significantly with a $677 million impact over the last few years. Spartan Village on the Paseo just celebrated its 2nd year anniversary, which added almost 700 student beds in downtown San Jose. They have a 96% occupancy. They opened in this fall with a wait list. You'll see our brand all over downtown, signaling, of course, that San Jose State and the city of San Jose are inextricably linked. And athletics is a big part of what links SJSU student success to the community. I mentioned just a few moments ago, introduced our coaches. We recently unveiled a new fan-friendly pricing model for football ticketing and the game day experience. We're striving to have SEFCU Stadium be welcoming for our fans and our community. So what that means is we're lowering entry pricing for season tickets, moving season ticket holders closer to the field, and creating discounted bundles for families. And Coach Ken tells me we're going to have a fabulous season this upcoming fall. Go. Stand up for a moment, Coach Ken. Where's our first game going to be played? This is not a quiz. He knows the answer.
Our opening game is going to be at the Coliseum against the Trojans.
Woohoo. And who are we playing for our first home game? First home game?
For our first home game, right now I'm focused on the Trojans.
Okay. I've forgotten myself who it is. I think it's Fresno. It's Fresno State is our first home game. That's right. Giselle is telling me yes. It's Fresno State. So we're starting off with the rival up front. So I'm looking for 2 wins, Coach Ken, consecutive. San Jose State recently won the Jill Inkster Invitational, actually just last week, besting 13 other teams. 3 Spartan women golfers finished in the top 10. And you heard me say in the fall, the men's water polo team won the 2025 WCC championship title. It was the 2nd WCC championship for the Spartans in the last 3 seasons. Congratulations, Coach. Please rise. Congratulations. Doing a great job. Okay, now I'm going to transition to us. What gives us the Spartan edge? We're asking all of you to think about the Spartan edge. And we've tested this with our students when we think about how people perceive San Jose State on our campus. This is our new brand awareness and targeted enrollment campaign. This is the first time San Jose State has had an integrated marketing campaign like this one. An edge isn't something that's given, it's something you earn through persistence, innovation, and resilience. Before I share some of the visuals, I want to ask you what you all think. What gives us the Spartan edge? There's a QR code here. If you scan the QR code, a Padlet will come up on the screen, and I ask you to type in your answers. And we actually will use this information in our accreditation review when we share with the accrediting body that comes to visit us in 2028, and we're preparing now because our paperwork is due in late 2027. This continuous cycle of improvement, and some of that cycle of improvement comes from garnering feedback like you providing this information to us. So I'll give you just a second to pull that up. What am I doing for now? I'm going to wrap up here in my last couple of minutes. Okay, you've got that down? All right, John, I'm going to ask you to come up as we share one of our promotional videos.
The Edge isn't a destination. It's who San Jose State University is today. In Silicon Valley, innovation is lived, not just learned. In a community that broadens your horizons. Here, you graduate with more than a degree. You get the Spartan Edge.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Giselle. That's a wrap for me, right? All right.
Does the thought of big roller coasters and bigger hair in Dollywood get your heart beating faster? Or maybe your 10-gallon sized travel ambitions have you heading for Texas's Big Bend?
Thank you. As we wrap up, I should probably just make one final point. I think you're all aware that the San Jose State University has taken a position with the Office of Civil Rights. Our letters of findings that came to us in January of 2026, 27 days after we received that letter, we issued a response back to the Department of Office of Civil Rights, U.S. Department of Education, disagreeing wholeheartedly with the findings of the investigators, and stating our position and commitment to all of the members of our campus community. And in the utmost abundance of caution for preemptive action, we issued an affirmative lawsuit to defend our position, also to defend our place where court proceedings may occur if that happens. Thank you. We're fundamentally at issue with the OCR's legal position in the rule of law that you can't apply a 2025 application to something backwards looking in the changes that have been made both at the federal level through executive orders, which are not law, and through changes in the NC2A. And fundamentally, we must defend our legal position for the California State University as well as our athletic program. So thank you so much for coming today and for participating. And I know it's a lot of work to have an off-site presentation, and we're delighted to have you here at San Jose State.
Thank you so much, President Cynthia. Terrific. San Jose State is thriving under your leadership, and thank you for hosting us today. And she's a fabulous Rotarian also, very active, so that is just absolutely wonderful. I've got a Rotary Challenge coin for you that I'd like to give you, which includes the Rotary Seal as well as the seal this year, which was our Showtime theme. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for wonderful hosting today. Can we get a quick photo right here?
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, a couple quick announcements before we head out. First off, there is a Rotary hike this Saturday, March 21st. If you're interested, it's at Quicksilver Park. Contact Martha Wapensky. They're always fun. I think it's about 3 miles or something with a lunch afterwards. Always a great chance to meet and mingle with other Rotarians. April 9th is the blind wine tasting at Bert George's shop. Great food, good wines, good time. Also encourage you to go online and register for that. And we'll be back at our house next week, but this has been terrific. And it's, as I've said before, it's a Rotary, it's Women's History Month, so our walkout music has had the theme of being either about women or by women, and this one we've got by Lee Bryce, one of them girls. And with that, we'll call our meeting a wrap. Thank you.